It usually happens quietly. Late at night, you reread her last message and feel the shift. Shorter replies, less warmth, less desire. You didn't cheat, you didn't change your values, you didn't stop caring. So why does it feel like she's slowly drifting away? Let me explain why. At first, everything felt electric. She laughed at your jokes. She leaned into your presence. She felt chosen, excited, alive. And then you relaxed. You stopped leading, stopped surprising, stopped holding mystery. You thought comfort meant safety. You thought stability meant security. But something subtle happened. Your edge softened, your drive quieted, your presence became predictable. And predictability kills attraction. Here's the truth. It's not that she hates comfort, it's that comfort without tension feels like emotional stagnation. That's not love, that's control. This isn't random, it's psychology. Attraction thrives on polarity, energy, movement, contrast. She doesn't fall in love with your comfort, she falls in love with your direction. When you first met her, you had momentum, goals, mystery, a sense of mission bigger than her. But when you made her the center of your world, you reversed the polarity. You started orbiting her instead of her orbiting your purpose. And attraction collapsed. Because women don't lose interest when you become kind. They lose interest when you become needy, predictable, and emotionally dependent. There's a difference between being present and being consumed, between loving her and losing yourself for her. The moment she feels like she's your only so, RCE of purpose, the attraction begins to erode, security, trust. But from her perspective, comfort without growth feels like settling. She doesn't want to feel like your mother. She doesn't want to feel like your emotional caretaker. She doesn't want to feel like she's the prize you stop chasing. She wants to feel desired, but not depended on. She wants to feel chosen, but not burdened. When you get too comfortable, you send a silent message. I've already won. I don't need to evolve anymore. And that message destroys attraction, because attraction needs friction, challenge, movement, uncertainty about what you'll become next. Imagine this. A man starts dating a woman. At first, he works out, he pursues his career, he has boundaries, he has standards. She admires him. But over time, he cancels gym days to stay home with her. He abandons his ambitions to avoid conflict. He stops challenging her behavior. He becomes agreeable, predictable, always available. She feels safe, but not inspired. She feels cared for, but not excited. And she doesn't know how to explain it. So she says, I don't feel the spark anymore. But the real reason? He stopped embodying the man she fell for. Masculine attraction isn't built on comfort, it's built on grounded confidence. Direction, discipline, self-respect. When you get too comfortable, you unconsciously communicate, I've stopped growing. I've stopped leading. I've stopped challenging myself. And that energy repels desire. Women are drawn to men who are moving forward, not men who have parked their identity inside a relationship. She wants to feel like she's with a man on a mission, not a man who retired emotionally. Here's the part most men don't want to hear. When you cling, when you constantly seek reassurance, when you fear losing her so much that you shrink yourself, that's not love, that's control. You're trying to control the outcome, control her feelings, control the relationship. And control kills attraction, because desire needs freedom, not pressure. Mystery doesn't mean playing games. It means having a life that doesn't revolve entirely around her. Your goals, your friendships, your growth, your discipline. When she feels like she's still discovering you, attraction stays alive. But when she feels like she already knows everything about you, every thought, every insecurity, every emotional reaction, the mystery dies, and so does desire. If you feel her pulling away, don't beg, don't overtext, don't chase harder. Do the opposite. Reclaim your frame, refocus on your purpose, rebuild your discipline, upgrade your body, upgrade your mind, upgrade your standards. Not to impress her, but to respect yourself. Because when you stop trying to keep her and start improving yourself, attraction often returns naturally. Here's the truth. She didn't lose attraction because you loved her. She lost attraction because you stopped loving yourself first. You stopped becoming, you stopped evolving, you stopped embodying strength. And attraction doesn't survive stagnation. So become dangerous again, not emotionally unavailable, but emotionally grounded, calm, purposeful, focused. Let her feel that you choose her, but don't need her to feel whole. You're sitting there wondering why things changed, wondering what you did wrong. Let me explain why. It wasn't your kindness, it wasn't your loyalty, it wasn't your commitment. It was your comfort without ambition, your availability without mystery, your love without leadership. Here's the truth. Attraction fades when a man forgets who he is, but it returns when he remembers. So don't chase her, chase your purpose. Because the strongest relationships aren't built on comfort alone, they're built on growth, polarity, and a man who never stops evolving. And once you understand that, you'll never lose yourself for love again.